It is so important and to come together and fight for justice for Professor Jason Arday.
We told him he was loved. He held Diane's hands and he said, I love you. But he said, they're hounding me to death.
Professor Jason Arday. When we say his name, do not miss out the professor. Because that is exactly what they wanted to do.
We all witnessed, all of us, a serious crime, and it's important that I use the word crime today.
I want to say, somebody that has endured the bitterness of racism and viciousness against her. She stood up. She's the strongest black woman in Parliament. She's a mother of the Parliament. She's a mother of our movement. I give you Diane Abbott.
I am here today to honour Professor Jason Arday. And I want in particular to talk about the role that I believe the vicious media campaign drove him to his death. I was with Professor Arday just a week ago. He was always a lovely, kind, and brilliant man. But you felt a week ago that the vicious campaign against him was beginning to get to him. Because, can you hear me at the back? All right, good. Because we have to remember that the campaign against him wasn't just a matter of a few weeks. He was first appointed as a professor in Cambridge 3 years ago. And for those 3 years, he has had a vicious campaign, a bitter campaign by anonymous people, by other professors who just didn't believe that a black man should be a Cambridge professor. Calls himself a race realist. He was dismissed by Emmanuel College because of his racism, and he insisted, he campaigned over 3 years against evil. He claimed that Jason was not smart enough to be a Cambridge professor. He claimed that race is linked to intelligence, and that without diversity, equity and inclusion initiatives, there would be no black academics at top universities. Now, he is well known for saying that, but stop and think. How many people at Cambridge and other top universities think exactly the same? The attacks on Professor Jason Arday reached a climax, and he felt he had no choice but to resign. And he must have felt that if he resigned, the attacks on him would stop. But in fact, they got even worse. From his resignation to his suicide last week was just 3 weeks. But the newspapers printed 2 149 articles about him. This was a vicious campaign, but it wasn't just a campaign against the professor, it was a campaign against all of us. All of us. All of us. And that is why it is so important and to come together and fight for justice for Professor Jason Arday.
Thank you. As far as I can see, as far as I can feel, I can see the love for Professor Jason Arday. Jason, my brother, Jason, my friend, look down and see the love for you, the admiration, the respect that was not afforded you. This is deeply sad for me, for many, many reasons. I will start with the simple fact that this time last week, I was with Jason around the corner. Misan, will you please come back on stage? Diane Abbott, will you please come back on stage, please? Because we knew Jason was suffering. We knew that he felt hounded by those rabid wolves. Jason wouldn't dare leave the house. And we said, we'll get a taxi for you. You'll come to a private address. We'll go through the back door. Super brother, this super sister, along with Kehinde Andrews, we held him in our arms. We told him he was loved. He held Diane's hands and he said, I love you. But he said, they're hounding me to death. And I cannot see a way out. We said, my brother, we have a plan for you. We'll financially secure you. We'll get you the help. We'll get you the love. This is tough for me, as it's tough for all of you and the hundreds and thousands of people in the UK and around the world who are appalled. I want to change the world. I want to do good. I want to inspire. I said, young man, you come to the right place. And we nurtured him through his leadership journey. And when he arrived at Cambridge, I was the happiest man in the world. But from that moment on, the dogs of hell started on Jason Arday because they couldn't handle a black man, a loving man, a decent human being, to be in a place like that. But the dogs of hell, the hounds of hell, sought to pursue any inaccuracy that they could say, Jason is a bad man. Jason doesn't deserve to be in Cambridge. For them, Jason doesn't deserve to be alive. there needs to be some reckoning.
Yes. 100%. 100%.
There needs to be some justice. But today, for all of you, today, with all of you, say after me, I am Professor Jason Arday.
As some of you who are close to Jason know, along with a handful of brothers and sisters, some that are here, I was with Jason days ago. And we first had it out about Ghana and Nigeria. And I said, look, let's just claim you. There's more people in Lagos than the whole of Ghana. Let's claim you. So he now has over 250 million new family members. And the grace of this man, the kindness to give space, even in the hardest time of his life, is something I will never forget. One headline said, Professor Arday is a gift that keeps giving. The legacy media crossed every line in the treatment of Jason. They were gleefully enjoying racialized harassment, which was started by an unapologetic ethno-supremacist. Imagine being so lost in the business of cruelty that you relish hurting another human for sport with your own poison pen. Imagine an industry that rewards those that hold this pen for how cruel they can be. We all witnessed, all of us, a serious crime, and it's important that I use the word crime today. And as Bell said, there is a time and place for everything, but justice must be served. Jason should still be here today. And those who knew him, those who love him, those who have joyful memories of him should cherish it like a bird with broken wings. It is important for Jason's children to know how he lived, who he was. His legacy must be one of change and hope. The impunity of the Fourth Estate must stop, otherwise more lives will be lost.
What a turnout. Wow. Professor Jason Arday. When we say his name, do not miss out the professor. Because that is exactly what they wanted to do. So whenever we say his name, we say, Professor Jason Arday. Professor Jason Arday. And look, I'm sorry because I think we let him down. I let him down, and I'm sorry to the family that we couldn't protect him. But now is the time for unity. Now is the time for us to ensure that we have sustainable change. Now is the time to bring down the systems that don't protect us. Now is the time to expose those systems and seek transparency and fairness. We can recognize, and we must always recognize the racism, but this isn't a battle against black versus white. It's a battle against right versus wrong. It's a battle against good versus evil. And it's a battle against the racists and the anti-racists. Are you an anti-racist? It is something that is an active. You have to actively be an anti-racist. You can't just say it. You have to do it. You have to be it. Martin Luther King said, if you're not careful, the newspapers will have you hating the people who are being oppressed and loving those who are doing the oppressing. This battle hasn't changed. It's just the method and system that is different. But you know what else is different? We are different. We are different. There are enough of us. There are more of us than there are of them. And we have the different generations together, uniting together. We can hold them to account, but we have to do it together. We can also support each other. We can also lean on each other. We can say hello to each other. We can say we like what you're wearing. We can love each other. The thing that will conquer hate is love. And look, we don't hold all the power, but we hold enough power. And together we are powerful. Together we are powerful and we are strong. We let you down, but we will not be defeated. We will ensure that your memory will live on. And this is the changing point. We are each other's brothers and sisters. We are each other's keepers. We are each other's brothers and sisters. We are each other's keepers. Please hold on to that. God bless you all. This is a vigil for Professor Jason Arday, but the battle will go on and it will be stronger and bigger than ever before. God bless you all.
Thank you. We will read the statement from the family as the last word. I want to start by thanking all of you for being here tonight. As constituents, and in recent days, I've spoken with representatives of their family, and the family will take the time in the coming weeks to speak for themselves in their own time. I speak as their MP, as someone who knew Jason, and as someone who cares about how we hold them right now. I'm going to look around you and look at how many people have come tonight and how many people have commented over the past few weeks. That tells you what Jason meant. He held doors open behind him. He kept them open, and thousands of us walked through. That is why this place is full tonight. And I know that all of you are grieving. I know there are many people that aren't even here that are grieving, and they deeply feel what has happened. But I need to ask something of all of you as someone who represents the family as their member of parliament, and I ask it gently. It was just over 48 hours ago that a family lost their son, their brother. Not a professor, not a headline, not a symbol. Jason, he was the one that sat at their table, the one whose laugh they knew before the world knew his name. And we cannot pretend that we did not see what came before. For weeks, Jason faced a media onslaught, relentless, merciless. He was a man that was picked apart in the public. When they are ready, they have a statement which you will hear at the end of tonight, and that is their right, and it is our job to protect it. Now, there's going to be a time for questions. There's definitely going to be a time for answers, and I know all of you will hold that. But tonight is not that time. Tonight we are going to do one thing. We are going to remember Jason. We are going to say his name with love. We are going to stand against the wicked, vicious, evil people that dragged his name through the mud. And we are going to lift his name with light.